In a desperate bid to evacuate troops to the other side of the river, Russian engineers have scrambled to build pontoon crossings. A Russian military column was wiped out in a devastating drone attack in the Kursk region, leaving many dead. The convoy was transporting equipment to help build pontoon bridges across the river Seam, where up to 3,000 Russian troops are believed to be cut off and facing encirclement. Ukraine has taken out 3 main bridges over the river in the last week or so, as it presses home its attack on Russian territory. In a desperate bid to evacuate troops to the other side of the river, Russian engineers have scrambled to build pontoon crossings. However, these are particularly vulnerable to rocket and drone attacks by Ukraine's army. A video shot by a local resident and posted to the Telegram channel Belgorod People's Republic shows the aftermath of a drone strike on the convoy. Images show burnt-out and abandoned vehicles scattered along a road close to the village of Zvanoy. More images shot by a Ukrainian drone show vehicles ablaze on the road in the immediate aftermath of the attack. The pontoon bridges are being pounded hard. 5 vehicles have burned, said the author of the first video clip. In any case, there are victims, but they are keeping quiet. We have everything under control, they say. Ukrainian forces have regularly hit Russian military columns in Kursk as the Kremlin rushes reinforcements to the area. Kyiv's military supremo General Oleksandr Syrsky claims Putin's army has redeployed up to 30,000 troops from other parts of the front lines to try and repel the incursion. Analysts at the U.S. think tank the Institute for the Study of War estimate the Kremlin will need at least 60,000 soldiers to retake lost territory. Most of the troops do not appear to have been taken from the Eastern Front, where Ukraine faces a desperate fight to hang on to the strategically important city of Pokrovsk. The eastern city is a vital transport hub, one of 2 key rail and road junctions in the Donetsk region. Its capture would threaten the entire region's logistics for Kyiv's military, according to Frontelligence Insight, a Ukrainian analytical group. Ukraine's operations in Russia's Kursk Oblast may be forcing the Kremlin to shift troops away from priority battlefields, potentially stalling Moscow's offensives elsewhere, analysts said in a new report. A Saturday report by the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, said that operational pressures from the Ukrainian incursion in Kursk Oblast are impacting Russian operations in every sector throughout the theater. President Vladimir Putin and Ukraine's allies were caught off guard by Kyiv's push into the region on August 6th, which has led to the capture of around 500 square miles, 100 settlements, and 594 prisoners of war, according to Ukrainian commander Oleksandr Syrsky. But until now, analysts have suggested Putin's strategy would be to leave Kursk and to use the opportunity to attack elsewhere on the front line. The latest report by the ISW suggests that Russian forces may have been forced to divert reinforcements from priority battle zones to counter Ukrainian activity in Kursk. The Russian military command may have redeployed limited elements intended to reinforce Russia's priority offensive operation in the Pokrovsk direction to defend against the Ukrainian incursion in Kursk Oblast, the ISW reported. These redeployed forces reportedly include elements from the Russian 15th Motorized Rifle Brigade, which had been operating in the Pokrovsk direction. Additional reinforcements have also been pulled from the Donetsk front, including elements of the 1st Slavic Motorized Rifle Brigade. The report stated that while the Russian military command remains extremely averse to pulling combat-effective units from frontline areas, some of these units have been reassigned to defend Kursk Oblast instead of being committed to offensive operations in Donetsk. While Ukrainian forces conducted several assaults in Kursk on August 31st, including near settlements such as Koronevo and Sudzha, no significant advances have been confirmed, according to the ISW report. It said that Russian sources claim that Moscow's forces regained territory in the area. pushing Ukrainian troops out of key positions. Despite the shifting of Moscow's troop movements, the report said that the redeployments are unlikely to have an immediate effect on the battlefield situation in Pokrovsk and Toretsk, as the Russian units involved are small and not frontline forces. However, it remains uncertain whether the Kremlin will redeploy additional reserve forces intended for offensive operations to address the ongoing incursion in Kursk. The report also discussed Ukrainian Defense Minister Rustem Umerov, who said on Saturday that Russia could utilize airfields beyond the reach of US-supplied ATACMS missiles, further complicating Kyiv's efforts to strike deep into its opponent's territory. In a Saturday meeting with US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin in Washington, D.C., Umerov discussed Ukraine's military needs, including advanced air defense systems and other weapons.
Взрыватель осколочный, заряд полный.